Yeah, that's interesting because that's always been, and honestly, I don't have enough experience in industrial or flex to know what I'm talking about.
Well,
But
think about flex as the multifamily of the industrial world, because you have a lot of small tenants, sometimes a whole bunch of 2 and 5 and 7,000 feet.
okay, but yeah, that vacancy risk seems whereas the attraction with multifamily, just like you mentioned, is you have a lot of tenants and you can spread that risk around. If you have one 800,000 square foot facility, like that seems like a tough thing to fill. So maybe share with me a little bit about how you get comfortable with that.
Sure. In that particular transaction, we were really comfortable by the fact that there were 450 employees there.
Right.
And it's it's like a super highway of forklifts. If you don't watch 5 different ways, you're going to get flattened by those forklifts running through there.
Hmm.
And they're heavily entrenched. There's a lot of investment in the facility itself. It's a 40-foot tall building. It's racked from floor to ceiling. And I know that for them to move, they have to worry about how they're going to replace their work staff. Their existing rent is below the market on some of the newer construction deals that are out there. And you'd have to think that it's easier. Industrial in general is a game of nickels, dimes, and quarters on rent movement. And it's easier to pay over the long haul over the next 10 years, $2 more a square foot or $3 a square foot than it is to try to train 100 new people or 200 new people at another location if you can't get all your employees to make the extra drive. So that's how you get comfortable with some of the things like that. In one of our properties down in Chesapeake, Virginia, I have General Dynamics, who does torpedo tubes and other things for the Navy.